Are shows in this world that we will never fully understand, except Ghost Adventures. We have watched every episode to build our obsession, our fandom.
Watching alongside each other because no one we know really gives a damn. Watching Zach and crew catch groundbreaking proof of the paranormal, inspiring us to explore our own interest in otherworldly phenomena. This is our podcast. We are Paranormal Putas.
I already fucked it all up.
I know. What happened? What did you do?
I didn't
You did
hit
something.
record.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. My dude.
Yeah, I didn't hit record at all. And I was like, fuck, you're going to have to run it from the top. But then I remembered that we've recorded our intro
Yeah, so
music.
you can
I
just
can
drop
just
it
drop
in.
it. And it's okay. We're going to keep rolling. Hey, everybody. Did you miss me? It's Leah.
And it's me, Bethany.
And we're the Paranormal Putas.
And we're back and ready for season 6.
H-E double hockey sticks, baby. Holy fuck, bro. It's season 6. And kind of brought a tear to my eye.
Yeah, dude.
I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, bro. I'm so ready to rock. Thanks for anyone who's listening and stuck around.
Yeah. We took a little bit of a break. We took like a 5-month. I don't even know
Dude,
how
it's been
long.
longer. It's probably at this point,
Shit, yeah, because
it'll be like 9 months
yeah.
by the time this baby is birthed into the world. It was a gestation period.
Look, man, we had a lot going on, but no, we're very thankful for those who have found us and have stuck around because we're really excited to be back. It was well deserved and needed rest and life and stuff, and again, we're here to rock with season 6, episode 1, Ghost Adventures. Baby.
For some reason, I thought you were gonna say we're ready to rock with our cock out. It's like, what? Are we some 41 now?
I mean, we
Rock
easily
out with
could
your
be.
cock
We
out.
could be. I mean, why not?
Oh my god. Anyways,
No,
per
man.
usual, we're kicking off this season with a Ghost Adventures review, as Big Sister was saying.
Oh yeah, baby, and it is season 6, episode 1, Ashmore Estates.
Nice. Big Sister, when did this one air?
Damn it, you set me up for failure so soon, baby sister, so soon. Because I don't know. It aired in sometime in 2011, so we're there. We're in 2011. Hey, and but I don't know the month. I don't know the date because HBO Max didn't give me that information, unlike Discovery Plus. But hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking air dates.
Max. God, only a jerk with a name like Matt. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
No,
If
I'm
any
kidding.
Maxes.
No, I love HBO Max. Please don't take it
Me
away
too,
from me.
me
I'm
too.
sorry. We'll edit that part out.
Woo! Patreons only. But anyway, so the guys are at Ashmore Estates, which is a historic building outside of Ashmore, Illinois, in the United of the States. It was built in 1916 as the second almshouse on the property, part of the Coles County Poor Farm. This complex operated until 1959. That year, the building and related grounds were purchased and named Ashmore Estates for use as a private care facility for people with mental and other disabilities. Ashmore Estate closed in 1986 because of financial difficulties in a changing healthcare environment. Ba-doom.
All right. So we got a big old building that was once used as a mental health institution. And
Yeah. I love the way the guys talk about the history of this place because we were talking about the Ashmore Estates in Illinois. Again, the guys are really pushing that this place is infested by evil spirits.
Yeah.
And so they're driving up to this place. They're building it up. They're talking to us about it. And as they're driving up to the fucking estate, there's this guy standing under a tree, fucking like top hat, fucking
Yeah.
like 2000s Hot Topic like denim trench coat.
Dude.
Like, you know what you're talking about, because we had that trench coat.
You described it so perfectly because we fucking had that outfit minus the top hat. We were never top hatters.
And a bowler hat.
Get out of here. Our heads are too big for that. We could never pull it off. But yes, 100% top hat. Long fucking trench coat standing under the tree. And I thought it was great because as the guys are pulling up, I think it's Nick who's driving and he's like, is that real? Or is that a
Is that a
statue?
statue? It's a real fucking
It's
guy.
a real person
It's
just
a real
standing there.
just fucking just watching them.
Yeah, waiting for them to get there. And Zach is already like, oh, this is kind of creeping me out.
He's like, this guy is kind of weird. And he is, and it was fucking great.
It was great.
It was
so
high
good.
cinematic value. My note said, what the fuck, bro? So, you know, we're off to a really strong start on this one.
Good, that's so good. And I think we learn that this guy is Scott Kelly, I think is his name.
Yeah.
And he pretty much like runs the grounds. So he allows people to go in, investigate, do all these things. But this guy is just really about it.
Yeah.
He is, I don't know if this is like a character he plays or what it is, but he is just... It's solid. It's solid work.
Yeah, he is about that life, and we have some great quotes from him later on in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
Stick around.
I love it though because they're there, and something else that Zach calls out that I heard him say like right away. So they see Scott under the tree, and then they're instantly like, "Is that cow chained up?"
Oh
like,
my God,
to the tree, and Zach like freaks out that there's a cow that's on practically like a leash.
Yeah.
And he asks Scott about that, like, "Oh, what's that cow doing on a leash over there?" And Scott's reply is, "It's free food." And Zach literally just stands there like, the fuck do I say now?
Yeah. I think
That's
he
so
turns around
good.
at the camera at that point and he's like, this is weird.
Yeah. You get the classic
he's
Zach like, the fuck? Yeah.
I'm from Vegas, bro.
We don't do that out of Nevada, baby. But it was so good.
Later on, they talked to a group of investigators, and this was a fun one because they had like the silliest little name, and it was called MIGs.
Yeah, they were the MIGs.
The MIGs.
Mid-Illinois.
Mid-Illinois Ghost Society. Yeah. And it was great because I saw Leah typing in the note, she wrote Mid-Illinois Paranormal. And I was like, no,
wrong.
It's MIGs, okay? How do you just absolutely disrespect MIGs, all right? It's fucking rude.
You got me. It's true. It's true. I'm glad she caught it because I was typing it out. I was like, I know this isn't right.
Yeah, I knew that you knew that you had forgotten it, and you were just like, meh.
I was like, Bethany will see this and fix it. And like 2 seconds later, I see.
And I was staring at her too while I did it.
Oh, it was good. It was good.
But
So
anyways, Migs is there. Yeah. Migs is around.
Oh, shit. And Migs, we have a good time because I think, is this where we meet Brett?
Yeah, this is totally where we meet Brett. Well, actually, shit, I fucked up, bro. We meet Kevin before we meet Brett, bro.
Shit, Kevin.
I just got excited about the Migsies.
You did jump around a little. That's okay. It's all right. But no, Kevin, yeah, isn't he just like a news meteorologist?
Yeah, so he's just a news guy, and he went out there to the estates on like for a news broadcast or some shit because he was like, I'm a non-believer.
Yes.
And then he was sitting in a chair, and his ass got like picked up and slammed down WWE style.
That's
Grand slammed by a ghost.
Grand slammed. That's exactly how he describes it though, because even Zach, so he reenacts it. He's like, I was sitting in this chair facing forward, and somehow he ends up on his side, but like facing the chair, which means he would have had to like get up, turn around, and then lay down. So Zach's like, if you just passed out, you would have just fell left, right, or forward, but you fell, like rolled and hit your shoulder, like all this shit happened. So Zach is like, was it a spirit that lifted you and knocked you over? And Kevin's like, well, I can't remember nothing, so probably.
That sounds plausible.
It sounds real plausible because I can't remember a goddamn thing. So it was really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, like the whole time Zach is basically trying to convince Kevin that it was a demonic attack. He's like, it lifted you. It's demonic. Listen to me. I know.
This is what I do for a living.
Pretty much. But then, so that's Kevin's story. So, we kind of spend some time with Kevin talking about that. And then we move on to Julie Vasquez.
Yes, Julie Vasquez is a correctional officer in the area who also had an experience. She shares some of her footage and she caught an apparition. It was really cool. They show the video clip and there's definitely something there. The thing that gets me is she says, we confirmed that it was an apparition of Joe Bloxam, who was a patient, I believe. He was a murderer and he was at that estate. That's what I understood of it. But like how? How did we confirm that it's
That's
Joe
what I
Bloxam?
said, When we were watching it, we were like, okay.
Yeah, sure. Sure thing.
Sure, Julie.
But she got some really cool evidence. She also got the EVP mama is in her. It's in her evidence there. She associates that with the claims of a young girl who burned on property. The place caught on fire at one point. This little girl burned. She was 7 years old. So when she gets the mama EVP, she's like, oh, it was that little girl. Yeah. So she's really doing a good job at playing Zach Bagans and like connecting these dots that we don't know really connect. So she told a story, but she did have some good evidence.
Yeah. It was some good stuff.
Yeah.
But overall, we're basically hearing that people are said to get possessed and have like unnatural strength like in this place. That like it's just something that happens to people because they get so possessed. And then that's when our group of investigators, the MIGs, show up. Yeah. And in that segment in which they are introduced and like Brett's walking around because we're introduced to Brett of the MIGs, and it's just like wow, bow, bow, cha, cha, cha. Like the music is so like I don't know how to explain it. Like the like music that would be in Blair Witch 2,
Okay.
Soundtrack.
That's very specific. That's
Some very like like early 2000s generic
like
rock.
Yeah,
just like preset on the computer. Like
I hear it.
and I just thought that was really great. I was like, damn, that music, bro. Like
and that's Brett, baby.
That's Brett's vibe.
Brett. No, he walks on scene, yes, with that music, and I think wearing like an American flag t-shirt, and it's pretty great. But he just talks about what he experienced. He had a moment in between floors 2 and 3 where he felt something like go through his chest and he was impacted, and really negative energy followed him home, to the point where Zach actually goes to Brett's house during pre-investigation and talks to Brett's family about how was this guy acting after the fact and all that good stuff. And so Brett was impacted and shared his story with us.
Yeah, Brett said that when that thing went through him, he felt possessed by the feeling of smashing people's heads in with his shovel. Oh, yeah. Because he had a shovel and he was like, I just wanted to smash people's faces in. I don't know why, bruh. And it's like, bro, that's not cool. But also, when they went to Brett's family's house, I looked at Leah and I was like, I don't know, is this going to be a good episode or a bad episode? Because, like, why are we talking to Brett's family right now?
Yeah, it's true. She did. She was instantly like, oh, this is going to be a bad episode. Like, we're spending too much time in the pre-investigation. And that's something that we've mentioned before. If the guys spend way too much time BSing before they actually lock down, more than likely not enough meat in that lockdown. So we were a little nervous about this one, but it's also the season opener and they usually start with a bang. So we were like, oh, where is it going? And you're about to find out.
Oh, we about to find out. And one of my last favorite things that happens, before we move on to Honorable Haunts and Skimpy Scales, is Aaron looks at the camera because he gets scared and he's like,
it's true.
And his face is really funny and telling, and then they get dramatically drilled into the building because there's no way to lock them in for the lockdown.
Oh, that's right.
So fucking, what's his name? Scott Kelly. Yeah. Fucking the guys into the fucking, and Zach's like, okay, I guess that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool, bro.
I don't know another way to lock you guys down. And the lockdown begins.
And the lockdown begins.
You know what that means, everybody. Let's roll.
Honorable Hans and
Skimpy scares. Cool.
All right, everybody. It's time for our first Honorable Haunts and Skimpy Scares of season 6. And I think there's like one skimp.
Yeah, there's not a lot of skimpies, which is really great.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe there's a couple. Sorry. The first one that I got, I'll jump in, was really early on. The guys, Zach says, we're 45 minutes into this investigation and we've got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, fuck, here we go.
Yeah.
This is, all right, our premonitions are, we put it together. This episode's going to be trash. But Zach said, hey, let's spice it up. Let's make it juicy. Let's bring out the spirit box. And I think we get some honorables with that.
Yeah, for sure. But were you gonna say any skimpies and stuff?
That's the only skimpy that I have.
That's it? Oh wow, I got a few skimpies on this one. All right. There was a point when they were messing around with the spirit box pretty early on where they got some unexplained noises, is they said they heard, and I didn't hear them, so I said that was skimpy.
I don't even remember that.
Exactly. Moving on, Zach is exploring around and he gets flash imagery of like stuff that's happening or happened in the hospital when it was running. And he's like, I can't explain it. I'm getting flash imagery.
Yeah.
And like, I'm totally a believer in that shit. I feel like we get that sometimes and it's a thing, but it's like such a skimpy thing because it's like,
yeah, we can't
I
see
can't
that.
see it.
We
It's not
don't-
provable.
Right,
So
right.
I put that on my skimpy list.
Good call. Good call. Good catch.
Another skimpy is when Nick feels something scratching him, but it is followed up with an honorable. So
So
we'll get to that in a little
skimpy
bit.
honorable right
Yeah.
there. Is that our
we-
transition?
We're about, I have like 4 more. There was an EVP where Zach was sitting by himself on a chair and he was like, oh, you're going to grab my leg. And then he got an EVP that said, don't you dare grab him.
How is that skimpy?
I couldn't hear it. I didn't hear don't you dare grab him like
okay.
at all. Like it would have been a badass like fucking
Yeah.
EVP had like it sounded
if
like
it sounded
that.
like you did it, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, how did it sound to you then?
Just garbled. I didn't hear anything.
I was like, dang, if that's what it sounded like, that's pretty honorable.
No, it was like it was just like
okay,
bullshit. It was seriously just bullshit. And also, did you have it on your honorables?
No, I don't think so.
Well, there you go.
I don't think so.
Because it wasn't honorable. We're even watching this episode. I
don't think so.
doubt your commitment to this season 6.
HE double hockey sticks, baby. It's going to be hilarious.
I will continue.
Yes, please.
There was an EVP later. Oh God, I forgot who it was. It was Zach or Nick who was like bringing his macho bullshit, and he was like confronting the ghost and being confrontational. And the ghost said, "Don't bring that shit down here.
Yeah.
Don't bring that shit down
I
here."
think that was Nick. Yeah, because they were all provoking.
Yeah.
There's a point where all 3 of them sit on a floor separately, and Zach's like, "We're gonna provoke," and they all go to their floors and talk shit.
Yeah. But the thing is, it would be a cool EVP again if it was audible. That one was not. It was not class A.
Yeah.
So it was far from so skimpy.
That's fair. All right,
And then I had another EVP
I'm sure you do.
that it said, "You're gonna pay." Who was that one? I think that was Zach. It was like, "You're gonna pay," but it sounded to me like you're getting paid.
Oh,
So
that would have been a true statement as well. You know? So, all right.
And then I've got some honorable skimpies. There was an honorable skimpy of another EVP where it was like an EVP of someone saying like "stop playing," but it was like "stop playing," and I just thought it was really funny. It was like, "Stop playing."
It did have a little accent.
Fucking like Mickey Mouse over here. Anyways, that was honorable skimpy, and then again, kind of moving into my last honorable skimpy, which was on Leah's honorables, which was a loud bang after Zach dropped some shit. So like there was some weird shit happening in there for surezies. I have some of it on my honorables, but I just felt like he dropped so much stuff. It could have been anything that bang Like, you know.
I guess that's fair, except he wasn't moving when that loud bang happened.
Yeah, no, nothing on camera was moving or anything, but like, let's say his flashlight rolled.
Yeah.
And then it like rolled into something because you can't see shit. It's so dark in there.
It's so dark, yeah.
Anyways, I'm just saying I wasn't convinced by it. That's all.
No, that's fair. And I think at that point, because that does lead into some of my honorables. And yes, this is where Zach goes upstairs. And we already mentioned he gets the flash images when the estate was active. And then he goes, or is this where they go up the ladder? Sorry, this is where they go. Yeah, when they go up the ladder and they capture some ladder sounds. So they come down because Nick says he feels something coming towards him, but it's not captured on camera. And then they come down and they hear ladder noises, like someone stepping off of the ladder, even though nobody's on it at the time.
Yeah.
So that we have down as honorable.
For sure.
And that all kind of happens around the same time.
Yeah, I definitely had that one on my honorables. That shit was spooky. Well, because Nick was up there with his camera, and of course the guys are always in pitch black, so like Nick was up there looking into like the attic within an attic, which is like, what the fuck, why?
Yeah.
And then he says he sees something up there, so he's like, fuck this, and starts coming back down the ladder. And then he moves away from the ladder, and that's when you hear like shit shuffling down the ladder. Like there was something coming at Nick, and now it's coming down the ladder.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool because like really the first honorable that I think we both have noted is the spirit box. Really the first kind of clear response we get is it responding, and it says Nick. So it calls out Nick's name, and the guys get really hyped about that. And I mean, for good reason. It's a clear response. It's acknowledging someone that's there, so it's intelligent. So that was a really good honorable to capture Nick coming out of the spirit box.
Yeah, and it was again like right when Zach pulled out the spirit box, because after 45 minutes of nothing, he was like, we gotta get rolling here.
Yeah.
So they got Nick, and like almost immediately after, they got a few more. One of them said the name Adam.
Yeah, because
they ask like, who is it? And then they ask, is your name Adam? And then it said like, and then Zach asked, how did you die? And then you get like a laughing, like a I know where he hangs out. I'm not gonna tell. And Zach is fucking like salivating. He's like, this is some good stuff.
It really was though, man. Like back to back, EVP, intelligent response. They're just having a conversation, and they identify this spirit who's at least telling them his name is Adam. So it was really cool.
Yeah.
They keep going, and Zach asks, how many of y'all are here? How many spirits are in this building? And the response that they get was really cool because it says one. Like just one spirit. Like, whoa.
Fuck your shit up.
And with all the claims of how demonic this place is, like maybe it's just one entity that kind of controls everything that's going on in there. So it's like just one.
His puppet show.
It was honorable.
Just you. Just you. One of my honorables was the unexplained banging in the hallways. Because the guys are, they're roaming the halls, doing their thing, and then it's like, pow, pow, pow. And you're like, oh my God. That was good.
It was good. On my next honorable, I think this is when you had as a skimpy, is the turnaround EVP. And you may have cut it from your skimpy because it was one of my honorables. But Zach is demanding that this thing speaks. He's like, I demand you to speak. Or like, where are you? Say something. And we get the EVP turnaround. Bright eyes.
I didn't hear it though.
Yeah, Bethany didn't hear it. I heard it because I was paying attention.
Oh, were you?
At least for that scene, so it was honorable.
One of my honorables is the female scream in the distance, which was fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
It was just like out in the distance.
Like, I know that's recorded and people are going to get to see the face you just made. But oh my God. Like, you threw your voice so well, too. Like, it sounded like you were far away, but you're right here. And your face was just so. How do you do that?
I hate you. I'm never performing for you again.
Oh God, I mean my abs hurt. The next one. The next honorable I have is actually Aaron. Aaron's hanging out on the middle of the second and third floor, and he has the mail meter, and that actually goes off. And as it goes off, Aaron is like, "Oh, bro, I got chills down my back," and then his spine starts to hurt. So he's physically impacted, and we get the response on the equipment. So that's a 2-in-1, making it honorable, baby.
Yeah, and there were unexplained noises that came with that crazy millimeter business. That millimeter was popping off, bro.
It's true. It's true.
I liked the EVPs when Zach was roaming around, when they said Zach's name and then they said that's right and then upper, because it was kind of like talking about what Zach was doing. Like he was going upstairs and it was like upper.
Yeah, that was really cool. And the guys were like, "It's like telling you what to do, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta
cool.
go upstairs."
That was cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then we have the same next one on our honorables list. And it's actually, so Bethany mentioned Nick hanging out and he gets scratched. The cool thing about that one, the cool thing is that it becomes an honorable because when he gets scratched, we get an EVP that says, "I'll cut you."
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
and Nick got cut. So it's perfect. That makes it a 2-in-1, baby.
Yeah.
EVP and physical evidence, making it honorable.
Yeah, it was a good one.
It was good.
And then my last one is the big one.
Oh, well then let me do mine, I guess. So Aaron, you mentioned that one, but you said it was Skimpy, the stop playing one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one I had as an honorable because Aaron's whistling, like trying to provoke it, and I would imitate that, but I don't know how to whistle. So
Fun fact.
Fun fact, Leah don't know how to whistle. So he's like, and then we get the EVP, stop playing.
Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop your playing.
And then and then again, this one Bethany mentioned was Skimpy. I had as honorable, but it was the "Don't Bring That Shit Down Here," which was captured by Nick after he was done provoking. And something we forgot to mention is something that they don't do in the start of every investigation, but Aaron did give us a little bit of a breakdown of the equipment that the guys were going to be using. So we knew that they were going to have the UV cameras, the spirit box, the millimeters, and all those good things for this investigation specifically. So it's always cool when they break it down, especially if they're going to give us something new with the equipment. So
Yeah.
that's all I got.
The last and the biggest and bestest piece that they got was the thermal camera images. So Zach was taking a series of photos and he captures a shadow. And it's in the area where our boy Kevin was attacked Grand Slam style. And he gets the images of the shadow like coming in, and then it's just like gone. Poof. Like a fart in the wind.
But it's true, man. It's really cool. It's like 3 different images. You see it. You see the shadow creeping around the corner, and then it's just gone. So really cool visual evidence captured at Ashmore Estates by the guys.
Yeah, some good stuff. And I'm glad it was good.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But we're not done.
Not even close.
Far from it. It's this one.
Zach's Fashion for
I love that one forever.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we're ever changing our fashion faux Oz.
I think that's a really fun one.
I think that's it. And did we have fun with the fashions this episode? I have a little list for us, and I'm going to break it down.
Rocket don't stop.
So it opens up, and Zach and the crew show up to the estates. And, of course, Zaddy never disappoints. He is in a solid black baseball cap. Nice. It's great. He's not having a good hair day, and we're okay with that because I like him in a hat. I'm not mad. But then we see the shirt, and the shirt says royalty on it in like aluminum silver lettering with a big old cross and like fucking axes on the shoulder with like metallic blue accents in the color of it. And it was just the most detail. And it was excellent season 1 opening for the fashions. Really top notch, classic Zaddy coming out the gate. And I will say he surprised us with a black frame glasses. And we know Zaddy today that's like his staple look. But if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I've seen him in black frames.
Yeah, we don't really. Yeah, he starts bringing them in. I guess now.
I guess now.
I don't recall him having them before because we would have said it.
Oh, yeah. I would have acknowledged that. But yeah, no, this is the first time we see Zach in his black frames, baby. And like I said, we're season fucking 26 now, current date, and he is still rocking the black frames.
20 years later.
He found what works, and it works, you know? So it's good stuff. 20 years later. So that was really good. He's also rocking a cross and skull and crossbones belt buckle, which is on a belt that has metal studs. So the belt alone probably weighs like 6 pounds, and it's ridiculous.
That's how he keeps tone.
I think that's what stops him from walking so fast, and that's why he moves his hips in the way that he moves when he walks. But that's just my assumption. Later on, we see Zach. As I mentioned, they go to Brett's house to see his family, and Zach throws on a zip-up, just basic black jacket, and he crushes it. Simple Zaddy is the best Zaddy. You heard it here first. And I peeped his sneakers. They look to have red bottoms. And I was like, whoa, Zach, are those like red bottoms? Like, I think that's like a fancy thing. But I don't know really if they were or weren't. Some other shout outs for the other guys. Nick is in a gray thermal, and it has like this weird coating looking stuff like over his chest all the way down one side. I said it looked like Matrix coating, and it's just like falling on his thermal. It's the weirdest thing. And then Aaron's rocking a black tee with like some horns on the shoulders, like the print of like antlers or something, and it's just too much, but he does it, and it is what it is. And then I think the last thing I have in the fashions was Zaddy's nose. Ain't that something?
Yeah, you were like, this episode reminded me that he has a nose job done.
Zach had a nose job, and I forgot about it. And then we're watching season 6, and he hits me with that side view, and I said, "Whoa, who's that? Who's that guy? Because that's not Zaddy. That's not Zaddy." But it is, and it's a pre-nose job Zaddy.
It's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild, and I'm not mad at it. Like, he did what he had to do to make his face a little more symmetrical, and nobody's mad about that. Symmetrical faces are beautiful faces. So Zaddy's just hot now.
I think it's wild that he was like, "I'm gonna get rid of this." That is just wild.
And like the
me.
little hook of it, like he kind of has a witch's nose in real life, like it's
in real life. In real life.
He's got a witch's nose.
Anyway,
I'm just saying what I'm saying. But that's it for the fashions.
Let's move it along to my favorite segment.
Of course.
Zany Zaddy says,
Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, baby. Sorry. How do you want to do this?
I mean, I got a lot. I don't know. Maybe we should take some out of here because,
no, we're doing them.
I mean, there are some really great moments. Just, oh my God. Like, I don't know who the script writer is. We should have looked at who the script writer was for this episode because my Lord, was it fantastic. It was absolutely brilliant. So, anyways, so do you want to start or do you want me to start? This piece, this one's a two-parter. Then these go together.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I can go ahead and kick it off. This first one isn't a Zaddy quote. This is actually, I think, Kevin that says this. So Kevin, the meteorologist that got body slammed into the ground, he says, and this is actually in like the pre-episode where it like breaks down like, "Ooh, this is what you're about to see," and he says, this is not a pleasant place to be. That's my best Kevin.
It was a good Kevin. And it was just so like capturing the viewer. This is not. And then I wrote it down because I didn't know his name at the time. So he's that old guy.
That one old guy.
That one old guy. But it was just so dramatic, you know. It's a great opening line for the episode. So anyways, the guys get on to the estate and Zach asks Scott, he's like, do you have ghosts? And Scott's like, I think you guys are gonna have a good time.
That's not how Scott sounds, but that's perfect.
Well, that's how I interpreted it.
And then that's followed with Zach, and we mentioned he kind of looks at the camera and he's kind of freaked out. Well, he did say in that moment,
That guy is kind of creeping me out.
Yep. Seriously, straight up to the camera.
in front of Scott. Like
It is
Scott's right in front
like
of him.
Scott is walking in front of Zach, and Zach's just like, it's kind of great.
It's so good.
Oh, Leah, I think you should do this
I
one.
like this one because Zach's like, fuck it, because Scott just
Because it's
said,
Scott. It's
yeah.
still the Scott thing. Scott is still there, and Zach is still talking about Scott.
Scott's I'm sorry, and Zach's like, oh well, whatever. And he's like, if we get hacked up, we get hacked up.
I'm like, God damn,
we're just gonna do
Zach.
it. Like, let's go. It is what it is. He's
Straight up.
he is willing to get hacked up for his goal and mission, and that's something to be proud of.
Yeah. Hacked up and jacked up. Zach Bagans.
You can't get hacked when you're that jacked.
Oh! That's a good one. Tweet it to Zach. Zach was talking about what was going down in this hair town, and he was talking about the building, and he was like,
It was surrounded by death, disease, the psychoses.
I just thought it was a really funny forming of words, and
Psychoses.
so yeah, it made me chuckle, so I put it down.
Oh, that's so good. You should do the next one too, so that way I could do the next one.
Well, I guess if that's what you want.
It is.
Okay, so this is where Zach is talking to our boy Kevin, and he's basically trying to convince Kevin that it was a demonic force, and he says,
Maybe some demonic force picked your ass up and slammed you on the ground.
Kevin's like, yeah, sure. Sounds plausible. Yeah. I love it though, because Zach's going in about the entities and how they're treating the people there. Kevin's being body slammed, Brett's being stalked, and he's pissed off. He's like, this pisses me off. Sorry. He says,
This really pisses me off. I was bullied when I was kid.
God damn it. Okay, read it. Rewind.
Okay.
Collect your fucking cheap.
So Zach says,
This really pisses me off. I was bullied when I was a kid, and I hate when people are bullied.
And then he cracks his knuckles.
he
Cracks his neck and his knuckles, and he jacks his arms up.
Let's go.
I don't like when people are bullied.
So we're gonna provoke the shit.
Yeah,
out
we're
of
gonna
these
go bully
ghosts.
some ghosts. So we're gonna perpetuate the cycle of trauma.
I love it.
There was a moment where Zach was talking about, communicating with ghosts and shit. And he was like,
This is what makes what we do meaningful.
that's good.
It was good. It was good. Poetry, really. So Zach gets a little somber here, and he's talking about all the demonic energy that's going on in this place. And he goes, dealing with demons. Nick, we're going to be dealing with demons again.
And then he says,
I think to myself, here we go again.
Except he thinks it out loud for everyone to hear. And I love it. Oh, my God. I love it because as we're gearing up, Zach is in mode, he's just ready to go, but he's also trying to protect his crew. So he says, keep up your guard, guys. This isn't Disneyland.
so stupid.
Love it.
I like this one because, they're out there investigating and stuff's going down, and Zach's like, watch your back. Watch your back. Like, no shit, Sherlock.
Oh God. After all of that, after Zach's like, keep your guards up, watch your bags, don't do anything crazy, he tells Aaron,
Try to get attacked, Aaron.
just go up there, provoke.
And try to get attacked.
Typical Zaddy. Oh, you want me to do that one?
It's yours.
Oh, okay. Zach is sitting in this is when the guys are separated. Zach's on the second floor and he's like, he wants the ghost, to make contact with him, right? And he's saying,
That's right. Come and touch me. Right here.
Right there.
Right here.
Right here.
Right there.
Right there.
Please, right there.
Right now.
Please.
It was great. He just means on his leg, you pervs. But you guys, that was the history, the haunts, the fashions, and the zany zaddies of season 6, episode 1, Ghost Adventures. Holy shit. Do we rate it and then cleanse it? I forgot.
Yes, we rate it and then we cleanse it, you ding dong.
Oh, well, what you gonna rate this bad boy?
Holy shit, my kid's allergic to peanuts. I'm thinking like a 3.5. 3.5 or 4.
Oh, you're gonna go 4 claws? 3.54?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3 claws.
Yeah. Well, then I'll do 3. I'll reel it in. 3.5 claws.
All right. We're fairly aligned. All right. 3 claws.
Oh, no. The dinosaur
yeah.
claw. This is the French fry claw.
When you're getting your fries out the back.
If you invite us over for food,
That's how we serve ourselves.
The claw. The claw chooses who will go and who will stay. Anyways, yes,
Sorry,
I
yes.
give it like 3.5 claws. I thought it was a really strong episode. It was fucking funny. It was great.
Yeah, it had
and
moments.
man, did it have great just like TV value.
Yeah.
You know, it really reminded me of like why they're so fucking great. And it's because like, yeah, the ghost shit is great and we're here for it. We love spooky shit, but they really put on a show.
Yeah, man.
And at the end of the day, it's a fucking TV show. And that I love it. It's so funny. It's so great. And when I watch it, it makes me feel like it's Halloween time.
Yeah, that's true. Makes us feel good in our soul.
Yeah. It's like I want to put on a pumpkin scented candle, watch some ghost adventures, pass out, eat some snacks.
That's perfect.
But instead, I sit up straight and take notes. Anyways.
We do it for you guys. Oh, man. Well, it's season 6. That means it's time for a new cleanse. Who we calling on for this cleanse, baby?
We're going to call up our good friend, the Teen Witch, the one and only
Louise Miller?
Let's do it.
Omni rigere suminaro. Omni rigere suminaro.
Take a big, deep breath in. Release that motherfucker out.
Damn.
You're cleansed.
That's season 6, episode 1, baby.
Season 666. Motherfuckers! Okay, we gotta be done now.
All right, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah! Per usual. Once again, I have returned. It's me, Bethany.
And it's me, Leah.
And we're signing off with two besitos.
From these potitos. I just missed y'all.
please get out of here and poop.
Yes, I gotta poop.